If you are still stitching together 3 different apps to record, edit, and subtitle your videos, you are wasting time and losing viewers. But what if one tool could do it all? Teleprompter, Smart Zoom, clean audio, and audio subtitles in minutes. We have all been there recording your screen, voiceovers, webcam, then juggling 3 tools just to edit. It's time consuming, it's clunky, and half the time the end result still looks But what if the editor helped you instead of slowing you down? So let me show you the tool that's making 2025 content creation 10 times faster, and it's called DemoCreator. All right, so here we are on the back end, and this is Wondershare DemoCreator. And once you download the software, this is how it looks. This is what you're going to be using every single time that you're creating something from scratch. Maybe you're uploading a video that you want to edit, or maybe you're working on any projects that you have open. So this is the main window here. It has additional features like AI clip generator, auto subtitle, text to speech, AI text-based editing, and AI voice changer. So I'm going to show you some of the features that I was talking about that I absolutely love, and is one of the reasons why from here on, I'm going to be using Wondershare DemoCreator for my own video editing. So for instance, if I wanted to do auto subtitle, I would click here on try now. And from here, it's going to prompt me to upload a video. So I'm going to go ahead and upload one of my videos that I was working on earlier. And automatically it's going to open a new window where I'm able to go ahead and edit my project. So this is the project here. So it automatically downloaded it down here for me. So from here, it's going to ask me what language did I use in this video. So it automatically puts it in English, but because that's by default, but you could choose any language from here. As you can see, they have a massive list of different languages to pick from, which is absolutely great. So I'm going to leave it in English. And then right here, it says automatically identify and highlight keywords. You could do that. Highlighting keywords is basically when the person is talking in the video, it will highlight that keyword or that word that you're saying. If you don't want that, you could just click on start. It's going to ask you to go ahead and log into your account. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now really quickly. Once you're logged in, you're going to see the screen continue, transcribing the video for you. So I'm just going to give it a few seconds here. All right, so as you can see, it has added the actual subtitles right here, as you can see in the bottom. Now, some of the things that you could do is that you could go ahead and, let's say I move this around here. I'm able to go to subtitles here, and I'm able to make sure that everything is spelled correctly. So for instance, right here in this section, I would want this to be brand dot built dot space, and then you can make the corrections, which is really nice. So you're able, I highly recommend doing this, especially if you have an accent like I do. Sometimes when I say specific words that I can't pronounce the correct way, it will put it in wrong. So I have to double check everything to make sure that it's understanding what I'm trying to say. So definitely go through it just once. It shouldn't take you long if the video is short like this one. Then you could go to settings. Settings is going to let you do changes like, do you want the text to be bold? Do you want it to be italic? Do you want it to be center in the middle, which I actually like in the middle? Do you want it to be more to the left, more to the right? What is the letter spacing that you want? This one works great for me. What is the line spacing? So in between the letters, right? So you do that. And then here, you're also able to pick, colors, text border, text shadows, any backgrounds, the opacity of that background, etc. So you could definitely play around with this. And you can also go to templates. These are pretty nice because it's just a lot easier just to come here and click on the one that you like. So you could click here and it will automatically change it for you. So this one has a little bit of a background color, which I like. This one has like different colors, and it will like highlight the word that you're saying at the moment. Now to get started here, I do like that. I just feel like it's too many colors for me. You could make it all pink. You could make it like this, which is black with the green in the back. I actually like that one.
Important steps that I need you to take.
So I do like that one. And as you can see, they have a lot of different options for you to pick from. So let's say that you like it, you like that one. You could always go back to settings, make it more bold, change the font. If you wanted to, change it up, you could do that. You could change the size here. You can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. It's really up to you, but it's really great to be able to do this in one editor and not having to use multiple apps or tools to do that. So this is how simple it is to add those subtitles to your videos. Next, we're going to be talking about video recorder. So this is where you will go when you are creating something from scratch. And it's going to ask you, what would you like to record? So if you hover on top, it's going to give you a brief explanation. So this is more like recording your screen. This one is more of record video and audio from devices like your webcam, your camera, your microphone. This one is your audio. So record audio from devices like system audio and microphones. This one is record iOS device. And then they have video presentation, which is really, really great. Now, for someone like myself, I personally use these top three right here. I've never used my iOS device. I've never been able to connect it to a software like this. So I am looking forward to creating some content with this just to play around with it. But for today, I'm going to click on screen. Now, what's great about this is that it's going to show you this little box here. And this is what is recording at the current moment. So if I was teaching something like a step-by-step tutorial, I could choose how much of my screen I want to record, whether that's this small or this big. So I absolutely love the option of being able to play around with that. And I can move it around as well. Now, if you go down here under select screens, it lets you pick what size. You could do full screen. You could do custom selections. You could pick your own size. You could capture a window. You could do YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and standard. So I absolutely love this feature here. Now, this is the teleprompter, and how you activate the teleprompter is by clicking down here. This one here is the teleprompter. So when you turn it on, it pops up here. You're able to write your script up here. And let's say I'm just going to write something for now for the sake of this video. So let's say this is your script and you put it up here or you imported it. When you're recording your video, you could just click on play and then your script will move and it will read everything that you have here. Another way that you could use a script, which I absolutely plan to use it, is by having my outline. So whenever I do a video, I like to have an outline of all the topics that I'm covering. That way I don't forget any of them. You could easily get distracted and forget to talk about something specifically. So I do like using this as a way that I could have all of my outline of what I'm talking about in that video. So this is really great because it's going to help you keep track when you're creating your videos or when you're teaching a lesson or recording something for your students. And as you can see, this is what's going to record, and it's not going to show this because this is on top. Now, if you play around with these settings, they have this one here. This one is, do you want your face to show up while you're screen recording? So as you can see, now that you're watching this video, you probably see me 2 times with Wondershare right now, right here, and then with my own recording system that I'm using. So if you wanted to turn it off, you could click on no record, or you could just keep it there. Another feature that they have is this right here, Magic Tools. And these are the additional features that I was talking about earlier that you could use for your videos. So they have Smart Zoom. This actually helps to make professional zoom animations. So when you turn it on, I have all of these on, so you could turn it off if you don't want them on. But when you turn it on, it basically when you click or move the mouse, it helps you apply zoom animations, which is really nice. It's going to make your content more dynamic and not as boring. It has the cursor highlight, which I absolutely love. Essentially, what this does is that it turns screen recordings into eye-catching videos. It makes your cursor glow, which is really great. They also have these 2 additional features here. One is the show hotkeys. So If you're using any of these keys, it will show during your screen recordings. And then we have the AI voice cleaner. And this is great as well. This essentially what it does is it enhances your microphone voice and removes any background noise, which is really great as well. So you have all of these features here that you could use. Absolutely love the smart zoom, absolutely love the cursor highlighter. And I also love the fact that, it has the voice cleaner as well as this teleprompter that I could use at any given moment. So additional features that you could find here is if you go to where your video or like where your face is at, you could change it into circles. You could have borders around your circle. You could have this one, which is more like a blur out effect. You could have it like this with borders around, which I absolutely love. We have the mirror effect. We also have this one, the background. You could remove the background. So if you just want to show up like this, and you could also have this one, which blur outs the background, which I absolutely love as well. They have this one here, which is a AI beauty filler eye filter. So you could play around with this if you want to, play around with screen brightening, maybe forehead size, I don't know, anything you want to change physically of yourself, you're able to do that, or you could just leave it off if you don't want to use that. So a lot of cool features that you could use. In addition to that, if you click on settings, this is one that you could play around with all of these settings, kind of look around so you could get familiarized. But I think this is the most important one here. Whenever I create video, I like to create video on multi-track recording. What that means is that my voice is one track, my screen share is one track, and my screen share of myself is another track. So therefore, when I'm editing my video, I could move my face around wherever I want it at. I could adjust my volume of my voice if I want to. And the screen recording, I could change anything there if I want to as well, individually. When you have it in a single track, what happens now is that in the editing phase, you're not able to edit those individually. So personally, I would recommend for you to keep it on multi-track, and that will give you better chance of being able to edit each one individually. So these are all the settings here. Once you're ready to record, you would just click on, let's say, record. So let me get out of here. Let me see if I'm able to get out of here. Okay. Okay. Press record. This window's going to pop up. 3, 2, 1. And now you are recording. One way that you know you're recording, you see the little yellow lines here. You will see the timer here that says, you've been talking for 7 seconds. If you want to turn on your prompter, this is where you would turn it on so you could read it. Once you're done recording, you could pause it if you need to by clicking here. If you need to pause for a second, which is really cool, go back to it again. And then if you're done, you would click on end. And now this will open it up to your video editor so you could go ahead and edit the actual video. All right, so here's the video that we just recorded, right? So let's say that I wanted to go ahead and edit this video. I would click on advanced editing. And from here, it's going to open where you would do all of your editings for your videos, which is really cool. We were here earlier when we were doing the subtitle. So all you will have to do is drag that video down to the tracks down here. I will keep it in current settings. And as you can see, this is what I was talking about earlier when you choose separate versus like together. You have your voice track here. You have your screen recording of yourself here, which is nice because now I can move it around anywhere that I want to. I can also make it smaller if I wanted to. And then I have my screen recording here. It's separate, so I'm able to make changes to each one individually, which is really nice. Now from here, you're going to have all of these different options here. And I wanted to talk about specifically some of them, but I'm going to walk you through all of them actually. So we have the template option. This is for if you want to insert your video inside one of these templates and make it look more professional. They have from education, business, social media, and gaming, which is pretty cool. You also click on backgrounds to change the background of your video as well if you wanted to as well, which is really nice as well. And If you go to annotations, this is one that I particularly will be using quite often. With the annotations, this is great when you're doing like a step-by-step tutorial that maybe you need to insert like a little error where you show people, click here. So that's how you add it to your video. You just put it in the section that you want to go ahead and add the annotation. Let's say I wanted to add it right here, then I would just come here and just drop it right there. And when the video hits that section, it will automatically, people will actually see it in that section, as you can see right there. So it's really simple to use whenever you want to, let's say, remove an annotation, or you want to make it, I made 2 of them. Just click on it and press delete. If you want to make it shorter, you just go ahead and hold it down and move it to the right, and it will make it shorter. So it only lasts for like a few seconds versus like the whole clip, you see the error. But they have a lot of different animations that you could use. They also have, if you click up here, they have text animations that you could use. If you need to add a text, like sometimes I'll add a text here that I'll say link in description. I could add one of these text boxes in there if I wanted to. And then they have themes as well, which is really cool. So they have all of these themes that you could use. You could select here from education, news, social media, games, sports, etc. So it's a really great way to make your videos more dynamic, more enjoyable. They have the video effects, which are really great as well. From, you could do a green screen, you could do a blur background, borders if you want to. These are just to name a few, which I absolutely love. They have object remover if you want to do that as well. They have audio effects. So this is the AI voice cleaner that we're talking about. You would just grab this and drag it down here, and it will automatically put it in here in your voice, and it will clean it out for you. We have the cursor effects. These are the different ones that they have, from cursor highlight to cursor spotlight, which is really nice. It makes the screen dark, and then whatever you're highlighting will be the highlight. Cursor magnify to make stuff bigger. Click rings, and even click sounds. Like if you're clicking on the screen or something, or you're telling people click here, it will make that clicking noise. All you do is drag this at the spot that you want it on. It's really, really great. Now, this is the pan and zoom that we talked about earlier, where you could do like a pan to the right or a pan to the left, or you could do like a zoom in. You could do a zoom out. So they have all of the different options that you could do in your video to make it more dynamic. And then they have transitions, which I absolutely love. So this is one video here, but let's say I had multiple videos here. You can also split videos wherever you want to add a transition. Put this little line on the section that you want to split, click here, and it will split. This is one video now, and this is a second video. So if I want to add a transition here, I could actually do that by dropping it right there. So now in that section of the video, it would create that transition. You see the transition right there. All right. So you could choose any of these. So if I wanted to do that again, let me do a different transition so you guys could see a better one. I'm going to do this cube one. So I will go here. I'm going to split this, and I'm going to add this cube transition right here. Right. So I think I put it over here for some reason. So let me make sure I put it right there, and let me see. I'm going to go ahead and delete this one, and I'm going to go ahead and add it right here to see if it lets me add it. It should let me add it. Okay, there we go. So here we go. So now when this video transitions to the next video, it does that little cube transition, which is pretty cool. So these are a lot of different transitions you could use from. They have here different things like warping and different, I mean, they have so many options to choose from. They even have smoke transitions. They have themes. You could pick here, obviously, from these themes that they currently have. And then they have so much more. They have brand kits. These are different brands, different templates that you could use, essentially. They have end credits. This is for the end of your videos. And then this is the brand kit that I was talking about. You're able to come in here and upload stuff about your brand. So like if you want to upload like
an emoji that you use, or like a GIF that you use, or maybe you have like your Instagram logo or your Etsy shop logo or something that you want to incorporate in your video, you'll be able to do that here. They have stickers that you could use as well. They have all sorts of different stickers to animate your videos, audios that you could use, as you can see. And they also have effect packs. But it's a really great tool. It's really beginner friendly, in my opinion. The more you use it, the easier it will get with you as well. And once you have done all of your editing and you're happy with your video, what you can do is just click here on export. And from here, you will name your project and then just export it, and it will be saved in your computer. But it's that simple.
If you are an Etsy seller teaching your process, a course creator building passive income, or just tired of tech overwhelm, this is a tool that finally does the heavy lifting. You don't need to look techy to look professional. You need smarter systems, and DemoCreator is one of them. I have tested countless tools, and DemoCreator is hands down the most efficient, beginner-friendly, and all-in-one screen recorder for 2025. So if you are ready to try it, use my link in the description box below and in the pinned comment to check it out and elevate your content today.